Hello, fellow aspirants. This is Aditya Sharma again here with a set of new current affairs for the date 4th October. So, the first article is about recent ruling from Supreme Court that caste-based discrimination of prisoners, segregation of their work according to caste hierarchy, and the treatment of inmates from the denotified tribes as habitual offenders within the prison walls across India are oppressive to fundamental human dignity and personality. CGI has highlighted Article 15, which in the Constitution, which enshrines fundamental right against discrimination, and Article 17, which abolishes untouchability. This next article is about internship that has to be provided to by the 500 companies on the portal, uh, which would be live for audience or for the youth on the Vijayadashmi. It includes Mahindra and Mahindra Group, Max Life Insurance, uh, Elmabic Pharma, and other companies as well. Uh, this is the article about that. Now, the next article is about the marital rape that has to be criminalized or not. The center has been the center has told Supreme Court that punishing non-consensual sexual act by a man with his own wife as rape will impact conjugal relationship and lead to serious disturbances in institution of marriage. The provision the provision in BNS also has extended the age to 18 years for the definition of rape. A uh, a husband certainly does not have fundamental rights to violate the consent of his wife. However, attracting the crime in the nature rape as recognized in India of institution of marriage can be arguable considered to be excessively harsh and therefore disproportionate. Hence, there are other provisions also which can be put, but this is not feasible according to center. This was about this article. Now, the next article is about the air quality index. The recent study by IIT Delhi has pointed out the repair work which has been done, filling potholes, fixing unpaved road, clearing garbage dump, has actually decreased the particulate matter pollution from 26% to 15%, and this has this can be addressed in our exam uh, in our answer writing also, because conventionally we think of and the transportation vehicle, reduction of power source, coal has to be replaced, but simple measures such as ease of traveling and all those things can also help in controlling the pollution. The DSP, Dispersed Source Program, is a non-profit pollution action group that has been employed with uh, Delhi Municipal Corporation. Now, the next article is about the Samagric Shiksha Abhiyan, which is a central sector scheme. I have discussed it in my previous lectures also, so you can go and refer there. It is it it is a scheme where 60-40% has to be shared between center and state, but it has a precursor that the state has to include everything in the national education policy. The problem with Tamil Nadu is that they are not agreeing to three language solution. They are still focusing on the two language solution, two lang two language program. Now, the next article is about the leopard increase in the Odisha. The only thing which you have to remember here is the National Tiger Conservation Authority also takes note of leopards also. So just take a note of this. Odisha has a cover of 33% of the state total geographical area. You can remember this. The famous wildlife sanctuary is Simli Park National Park. Sorry, national park is Simlipal National Park, which connects Hadagar Wildlife Sanctuary and Kuldia Wildlife Sanctuary. Hirakud Wildlife Division is also there in Odisha. These are the few uh, wildlife sanctuary that has to be maintained, maintained, or that has to be remembered. There has been a name given, melanistic leopards, that has to be remembered. That's it. If any question arrives, uh, melanistic leopards. Now the next article is about the Periyar. Periyar was freedom struggle from Kerala. The Vaikom Satyagraha was started by his efforts. The Vaikom Satyagraha was a social reform movement against the rigid caste system tied to Vaikom Sri Mahadev temple. There were other political and social personality was also there. Gandhiji was one of them, and his memorial has to be built in Arkutti jail in Tamil Nadu, and recently a patch of Arkutti as a division has been given to Tamil Nadu from Kerala, and that is this article is about that. Now the next is there is a spotlight where a school has conducted few crimes, and that has resulted in that has that has resulted in Hmm, death of student, where student are murdered. Uh, they practice some tantricism, and there is some bully to a child, and this is so upsetting. The annual you can use this data. The 2022 annual status of education report brought about by Pratham is a non-profit organization, found that while 38% of students uh, the 38% of students from the private schools in class 3 in UP could read class 2 textbooks only. The rate of uh, education, like what they can read. This is the data you can write in your exam or in your paper. Now the next article is about the obsession with the ranking in harming Indian universities. This article is about the prime focus of universities on prime focus of the universities on on ranking, on global ranking, rather than teaching as the core job of the institution these days uh, run mm, after the global ranking to attract grants, to attract its name, and to attract international students. So in the digital age, we reduce everything to the numbers. National institutional ranking framework to rank university in the country. This is used in our country. The purpose of university is to teach and to mentor future citizen, and to acquire and create knowledge through research and teaching are the two sides of the education. Res- uh, Education is knowledge creation, and research is knowledge dissemination. As a part of society, we have to give something to society. Hence, that is in the form of research. But that has lowered the essence of education. The teachers and professors are more likely to get the uh, research based on impact factor of the general papers published and all these things, which divert the university from its core goal. Uh, that is all about the first article. There is a higher education financing agency which which uh, which help in taking grants or mobilizing market resources uh, to countries education to to countries institution. That's it. Uh, Now the okay. So ECI, Election Commission of India. This article is about Election Commission of India, where legislative majority test is conducted to give symbols. There has been recent faction between NCP and old NCP, so the clock has to be given to old NCP or the new NCP led by Ajit Pawar has to be decided by election commission, and there it has said that legislative majority test has to be conducted, and that is conducted, and Ajit Pawar got the symbol. Now, the next article is about Italy. Why Italy matters. Italy is Italy is Italy is of prime importance for Indo-Mediterranean sea relations, and it is uh, it ranks sixth among the world largest exporter. Digital connectivity, Blue Raman submarine data cable will soon connect Genoa with Mumbai. Piracy in Red Sea, the conflict in Gaza, Lebanon, and effects of Russian aggression against Ukraine on agriculture and oil trade requires our joint efforts to ensure free and open, prosperous Indo-Pacific trade. That is the relation that India has to maintain with the reasons why India has to maintain with Italy. Uh, Italy has been part of naval forces also in for NATO, and has also conducted military operation across the Gulf and Indian Ocean and Strait of Hormuz. Uh, the Italy Italy's various ship has docked on coast of India, and there is a operation also, Operation Smile, that links Indian doctors to the Italy doctors on ITS Kanpur, that performs surgery, and facial malformation surgery has been done by Operation Smile. Operation Smile, if it's in if it's in question in paper, you can answer that. Uh, that is all about this. And Italy has recently started its program in Africa to rehabilitate or to for the development of Africa, and hence Indian Ocean region has been important for Italy too. And that is all about it. Now the next is uh, there is a debate on whether the Election Commission of India should ensure should ensure internal democracy among parties. But there is no such law intern even if uh, even if it does not conduct uh, elections or internal election. That is that is according to parties will, and it is not in the jurisdiction of ECI, Election Commission of India. Election Commission is a registering authority for all political parties in a country. As such, EC monitors whether they are functioning according to the constitution and bylaws, etc. And in this process, they also oversees whether the election of their office bearers are taking place regularly. But EC cannot go into political process or anything which is part of political process per se. This has been under ruling of Supreme Court 2022. Because if e- election commission participate, it will harm their image of unbiased institution. Now the next article is about SIPCOT and Tamil Nadu. SIPCOT is nothing but State Industrial Promotion Corporation of Tamil Nadu state. There has been 50 as such uh, 50 as such industrial area, and they they have variety of industries, and that's it. That is all about it. SIPCOT envisages to evaluate over 1,000 innovative ideas, uh, over 200 prototypes, and promote 30 startups graduation till the seed investment stage. This is about it. The SIPCOT was established in March 25, 1971, with the objective to plan, develop, operate, and promote industrial growth in Tamil Nadu. Now, the Swachh Bharat Mission 2.0, we have discussed in our uh, previous lectures also, or previous videos also. India has about 3,000 legacy sites. The legacy sites are nothing but dump sites, which has solid waste and which is kept in open, and that has caused health hazards. And out of in according to Swachh Bharat Mission 2.2, only 19.43 dump sites has been remediated. Rest all are still in the process of turning into turning into green sites. These I'll just highlight the mission agendas, and that would be it. Mm, that would be sufficient, I guess. The Swachh Bharat mission, the Swachh Bharat mission uh, 2.0 says garbage-free cities till 2026, 100% source segregation, door-to-door collection, scientific management of all the fraction of waste, safe disposable in scientific landfills, remediate all the uh, legacy dump sites and convert them into green zone. There has been proposed expenditure of 3,226 crores. Tamil Nadu has gone into largest remediation by 42%, and Gujarat being highlighted uh, as the torch holder, has 70% of landfills has been remediated. That's it. Also, one of the data which you can use or which you can use in your answers, on 29 in 2019, the India has is termed as open defecation free, and it was at global level. Now the next is about the uh, today, that was Friday yesterday. There has to be a summit about between India, not summit, a meeting between India's foreign minister Jaishankar and the newly elected president of Sri Lanka, and there has been talk about neighborhood first policy, Sagar outlook, and various other uh, private energy sectors which were operational in which were in the Sri Lankan soil, and they have been in question since the party Janta Vimukti Janta Vimukti and Vimukti Perunama had put allegations on Adani Energy. Uh, that is about it. Now the next article is about the United States Commission on International Religious Freedom, and it has nothing but it has quoted that religious the religious freedom has been collapsing in India due to Ram Mandir was one of the issue. CAA was highlighted in this report, and Uniform Civil Code has which bill which is passed in Uttarakhand is one of the things, but it has been declared biased by Indian cabinet or Indian government. So we don't have to read all this. Now, Supreme Court has slammed the Air Quality Management Committee about the failure in stubble burning because it is still there is stubble burning problem mm, in the in the Haryana, uh, and now the next there is an interesting thing where cabinet have approved five other languages: Marathi, Bengali, Assami, Pali, and Prakrit as classical languages. Classical languages do not need constitutional amendment. The eighth schedule languages need constitutional amendment. The criteria for classical languages: high antiquity, there should be record history of 1000 to 2000 years, a body of ancient literature that has to be there, mm, literary tradition, knowledge, text, protext, poetry, epigraphy, and in scripture evidence should be there. And discontinuity, there may be discontinuity between classical language and it later form or its offshoot. मतलब it has been diluted. Hence, the cabinet has taken the taken the opportunity to declare these five languages as classical languages. There has been committee which has recommended this is linguistic expert committee chaired by uh, chaired by Academy president, and uh, as once a language is notified as classical languages, the education ministry provides certain benefits to promote it, which includes two major annual international awards for scholars of eminence in the said language. No, in these languages, the other six languages which has been there are Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Sanskrit, and Odia. Kannada also. These are there, and University of UGC requested to create at least a central university in any of these language. The inclusion in classical language will create significant employment and research in this field. Marathi as a language was in question. It was asked to be classical language since 2013, and hence it was declared. Now there has been rationalization of schemes, rationalization of the scheme where different agriculture scheme has been nationalized into Pradhan Mantri Krishi Vikas Yojana and Krishi Unnati Yojana. The the राष्ट्रीय कृषि विकास योजना is aimed to promote sustainable agriculture, and Krishi Unnati Yojana will promote food security and agriculture self-sufficiency, and and soil health management, rain-fed area development, agroforestry uh, are under Pradhan Mantri Krishi Vikas Yojana. And the oil seeds has also the oil seed mission, the national mission of edible oil seed mission has been also approved by cabinet, and the primary goal was to produce oil seeds such as mustard, groundnut, soybean, sunflower, sesame uh, with efficiency and extraction, and that can be used to reduce the imports. That is about this article. India's role in HIV has been significant. From 2010 to 2030, there has been fall for 44%, and it was being said by uh, ANED's chairman. That's it. Uh, there is another there is another news, but just you can that give it a context about it. Input tax credit. The GST paid by the taxable person on any purchase of goods or series that are used or will be used for the businesses input tax credit. That's it for today. I think that's enough, and we'll meet tomorrow. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.